This episode of the Still Unnamed podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/TSUP.
And now, it's the Still Unnamed podcast with your hosts, Pete and Mark.
Hey kids, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Still Unnamed podcast. I'm Pete Salas along with
Mark Rodriguez. You know me, daddy miss know me, I go blam. I lick a boom boom down. Detective Mana says the daddy miss know me, stab someone down the lane. I lick a boom boom down.
Fuck, how long were you practicing that one?
I actually know it.
Do you know the whole thing?
Not the whole thing, but I know the chorus because I wanted to learn the whole
Were
thing.
you a big fan of Snow?
Not a big...
How old were you when that came out?
That came out in like 94?
93, 94, something like that.
I had to have been 87 minus 94. Math.
Okay. Because I think I was like in 5th grade, 6th grade maybe?
Maybe.
That sounds right.
Yeah. So I was
Wow.
6, 7?
That was pretty good. Not a lot of people were like, boom, boom. That just came out in something that I was watching. That they were making fun of it, obviously, because you don't use it.
No one uses it.
I think it was Last Man on Earth. Like that one episode that Will Ferrell was in, I think he was like singing it, if I'm not mistaken.
I think, yeah.
That sounds familiar, right?
Yeah.
That's the last time I heard that. Informer. I know, but it says Informer.
It's a good song.
It's very catchy.
It's a catchy tune. I shouldn't say it's a good song.
Rephrase that. It's one of those songs from the 90s that, you know, we all remember and we're all embarrassed for liking. I know I personally, I will admit it freely, I had the cassette single. Remember cassette singles?
Nope.
You don't remember cassette singles?
I didn't get into music until CDs were a thing.
Wow. Okay, well.
But there was a single?
I'm from like the old school.
Yeah.
And there were singles that you would, if you liked the song, you would go buy the one song. And on the other side of the cassette was like a B-side of the album. So it would give you the hit and then it would like throw in like, yeah, this is track 11, you know?
You know what I mean? Kind of like what iTunes does, but not really.
What does iTunes do?
I mean, you could just buy a song.
It's nothing like that at all.
You're buying a song.
You're buying a song, but they don't give you a preview of like a lesser known or less popular song.
No, I suppose they don't. But
that's what I'm saying.
But
that's what you would. That was the appeal of the cassette single.
I was equating it to you don't have to buy the whole album. You can buy a song, a track.
Right. You could buy the popular track.
As opposed to CDs, which never gave you that chance.
Well, there were CD singles.
There were CD singles?
Yes, man.
God, I am out of the loop.
I had by like 25 years. Yeah, I had that one, and then
But I mean, how much was a single?
Man, I knew you were going to ask me that, and I wish I could remember. I'm going to say like $4.99.
God, that's kind of expensive.
Like $4, I'm going to say. Let's just say $4.
Terrible.
You would get the cassette, and on the cassette,
a B-side.
Side A was Informer, and then side B would be like
Papa Daddy,
Papa Weasel, Papa Snow, Snowman Cometh, or whatever the fuck track 11 was.
Yes,
let's just say off of his album. So that was a good way to like give you the song you wanted and a little taste. Just a taste of like what the rest of the album could be like.
Maybe you want to get the whole thing.
It's like a gateway drug of music. You know, you would like get a sample.
I'm going to say that it didn't work for you.
No, I did not buy the whole Snow album. I don't even know another song by Snow. I can't even remember the B-side of that single. I don't think I played it. Maybe once. I don't know.
You're like, all right, I like this one. Let's see what else he's got. Nope. Never again. Informer, I like a bum down.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's cassette singles.
That's interesting.
And B-sides. But see, I guess it depends on the artist or whatever. But like sometimes.
So
like,
did CDs?
you're
singles,
really compelled by this.
Well, because this is like a whole new world. A whole new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
Damn, that was beautiful. I could sing the shit out of that song, but that's for another day.
Right.
So it had 2 tracks then, or just the one?
Well,
a CD single.
A CD single, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it really depended on the artist. But like, for instance, I bought the one that I can tell you right off the bat. I bought Jeremy by Pearl Jam.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a little ditty.
You know the song.
I cannot. Nope.
King Jeremy, the wicked.
Now I got it.
That one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so like track 1 was Jeremy. Mm-hmm. And then track 2, if I'm not mistaken, was Yellow Ledbetter, which is also a very, very famous song. So on that one, I'd say that was, in my opinion, the best CD single I ever bought because I got 2 really good songs. And then they would do this thing like track 3 and track 4 was like maybe a live version of Jeremy or like something like that. They would usually throw in something. There was usually 3 or 4 tracks on a CD single.
Yeah.
So you would buy it for the main song and then you would end up with like, you know.
Okay.
The other one I can think of is I bought Puff Daddy. That song from Godzilla, Come With Me. Oh,
that's such a good beat.
Okay, well, you know that's not, he didn't write that, right? That's a Led Zeppelin song.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that or not?
Yeah, I knew that.
Please tell me you knew that.
Well, if you had asked me, where's that from? I'd be like, I have no idea. But if I heard it from Led Zeppelin, you're like, this is Led Zeppelin. I'm like, oh, yeah. The way, fucking doom, 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 chicka, doom, doom. That's stolen from
Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Also had the cassette single of Ice Ice Baby. And that one worked on me as a gateway because I went and I bought the actual... Well, I didn't buy it. It was bought for me. I think my dad bought me Vanilla Ice's full album.
He must have hated you.
Well, I'm pretty sure I wanted it. So I never did the shaving into my head thing. Like
you should have. You need to get some stripes on the side of your head.
Right. No.
What was that B-side? Do you remember?
I'm going to say it was like Stop This Train or some shit like that.
Okay.
I think that was a song of his. I have no idea.
I could not tell you if you were wrong or right.
Well, we're like 6 minutes into this, and we haven't even addressed the fact that we're back on camera. Hi.
Boom!
Hi,
we're
everyone.
back on camera.
Yeah.
Should we face the camera?
No, because then we would be playing to it like we do, and now we're going to, because now I'm doing this thing where I do this all the time.
Hey, kids. That's your thing.
Right. But, and as you can also see, those watching at home on YouTube, we are not at our usual table.
Nope.
We're not at the pool table the way we have been. We are back in this little corner pocket on this little table, which is kind of cool because this is where it all started.
Yeah, it is.
This is where we recorded the very first episode of the Still Unnamed podcast on this table. So, you know, it's kind of like a homecoming.
We've evolved since then. We got new equipment.
But then we went back home. Back home to the smaller space. I don't know. Anyway, it's good to be back.
Yeah.
I've missed the show. I really have.
Okay.
I really wanted to do something last week, but last week was just a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. You had to do all the things, right?
I did all the things, and it was crazy. We had the big parade.
How did that go?
I talked about this 2 weeks ago. Leading up to it, I knew it was going to be a bitch. I knew that it was going to be...
How was Paper Mache Captain America?
He had a really nice ass. I'm not going to lie.
It was supple?
Whoever created him took some time.
Was it Lady Gaga-esque?
I think it was. It was nice and firm.
Nice.
And toit.
Like a toiga.
Like a toiger. Exactly. And
real quick, going into accents... I just saw the latest episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Have you seen it?
I think so.
With Durst.
Oh, yes.
And his accent is so bad.
But he's supposed to be Swedish?
Well, or Swish.
He is Swedish.
Well, his accent is terrible.
Scandinavian or whatever the hell it is.
It was the worst. Like, it was... I turned to Alyssa. I was like, this is a kind of funny joke. I was like, it's like a chameleon because his accent comes and goes. It come and go. That's really good. I think I'm going to try it on stage. It's like...
Oh, God. Oh, my God. That was so bad.
It's pretty good.
So bad that it was good. I like it.
But yeah, his accent was not great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can you do a Swedish accent?
I can't, but I'm not hired and doing it on national television.
It's like Lafleur, de Fleur, de Fleur, de Fleur. That's this is the chef.
The Swedish chef,
yeah,
yes.
That's how
that's how the Swedes talk.
That's how they talk.
Bork, bork.
Exactly.
What were we talking about?
I don't know. Oh,
Accents.
it was no, it wasn't accents. Captain America's firm ass.
Captain America.
I think we have a title for this episode. Captain America's supple buttocks. Yes, there was a big parade that happened. According to some, they want to call it the biggest parade in Texas. This is the second annual illuminated, lighted parade that the city of McAllen does, and second year in a row, the company I work for provided all the vehicles to pull all the floats.
That must have been like a major thing.
It was a big headache to try and organize it because there was like 45 vehicles, and to get all the VIN numbers and get all the registration and all the licenses and insurance and all that stuff. It was a logistical kind of a problem.
And how directly involved with that aspect were you?
Completely.
What?
Yes, like I was moving vehicles and housing them and pulling the numbers and all that stuff.
That's like why I like being a strong number 2. Because like I'm not directly in. Just tell me and I'll take care of it.
Right. I mean, I like being a strong number 2 also, but this time I was tapped to be the guy to organize that with the city and make sure that we got 45 drivers for our 45 vehicles, and we had to house them overnight at a now defunct community center, actually the civic center. Yeah. That's where we kept them all, and it was guarded, and it was just like a problem. But the issue was, like, that was taking up all of my time the week leading up to the parade. So all of my real work, my actual work, was getting pushed back and further back.
Oh, yeah. Your normal, typical work week.
Exactly. So I lost like 3-4 work days organizing for this parade, which went great, by the way. It was perfectly fine. So at least I can say that it went off without a hitch. But then coming back the Monday after the parade, now I had just 3-4 days worth of work plus the work for that week. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, I don't think I have time to do a podcast, but, So I'm sorry, audience. You all suffered. My apologies.
I know there was like 3 people that must be super upset now.
Yes, they were very upset, very vocal about it.
Like, hey, Pete.
But hey, that's how it goes. So, and then another issue which also came up, which is very sad, is the guy that I work with. There's just him and I. We do all of the advertising and television and radio production for our company. His mother, unfortunately, passed away over the weekend.
Are you serious?
Yes. So
that past weekend, or
the weekend of the parade. Oh. So he wasn't there at the parade.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't here most of this last week. So I had all of that. I mean, it was all fell on my shoulders. I'm not trying to get any credit whatsoever, but it was a very stressful situation. So that's why I'm really, really happy to be right here back at this microphone, doing what it is that I like, and that is my stress reliever, so to speak. So,
well, then relieve your stress.
I'm going to.
What do you want to talk about?
This is what upsets me now.
What?
Nothing. I'm pretty good.
That's. I don't know. Okay.
So what do you want to talk about? What's going on?
Fucking ugly sweaters. How do you feel about those?
Those used to be like a joke, which became like a real thing.
Yeah.
Right? And then
they're ironic.
They're ironic, but I think that's why like the hipsters have embraced them.
Yeah.
Which before it used to be like, oh, great Aunt Mildred is coming over, and let's see what kind of ugly Christmas sweater she's wearing.
And she wears it like a badge of honor. She's like, I fucking love this sweater.
Right. So we would mock her and whatnot. But like once the hipsters got a hold of it, they're like, hey, let's put everything you could possibly think of on an ugly Christmas sweater.
They're like, look at this ugly Christmas sweater. And they're like, oh, that's ugly. And they're like, I know, right? Lols.
What was that noise?
That lols? That's LOL.
Oh, okay. Got it.
That's how hipsters talk.
That is true.
Sipping their Starbucks, writing their novel.
I wish I had some coffee right now.
I drank coffee today.
You're not a coffee drinker.
Nope.
Was it by accident?
No, Alyssa had
Did she slip it in?
That's nothing. Nope. We'll not do that joke.
Okay.
She made a cup of coffee like last week, and I was like, let me have I didn't drink a week old coffee. This is a story.
What, you fucking.
You just gotta sit back and wait.
Okay, let me sit back and
hear
listen.
the deets.
Mm-hmm. Talk to me.
She made a cup of coffee, and sometimes I'll take a sip of whatever she's drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't drink alcohol, but I'll take a sip and say, nope, I don't like anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a sip of her coffee, and I was like, this isn't terrible. And she's like, yeah, there's like no coffee taste. I hate it. And this morning, she was like, do you want me to make a cup of coffee for you? And I was like, yeah, make me some of that not coffee. And she has a crew egg, so she made one of the pods.
Uh-huh.
She's like, do you remember if it was hazelnut or mocha? I was like, I have no idea.
Is it crew egg or Keurig? Because I thought it was Keurig, and you just said crew egg.
It might be Keurig.
Okay, anyway, go on.
I've never been accused of talking good.
No, we can accuse you of a lot of things, but good
talkings.
pronunciations is not one of them. Anyway, go on.
So she said, I think it was hazelnut. So she made me a hazelnut coffee. I took a sip. I was like, this is super gross. I hate it. And she's like, just leave it there. I'll finish it. I was like, no, it's fine. So I drank the coffee. I had her put ice in it. So it was an iced coffee. I threw some chocolate in there, chocolate syrup, stirred it up. It made it more bearable.
For our hearing impaired people at home, this is international sign for chocolate syrup, like that. Yeah. Okay.
So I had it, and I guess it made me poop, because that's what coffee does.
Made you poop.
Made me poop.
Okay.
Although I have morning poops, I think it just sped up the process. It's like, I gotta go poop now.
Are you a morning pooper?
I'm a morning pooper.
Me too.
I used to be in high school an after school pooper.
Well, I'm not partial to any time. I don't think.
Uh-huh.
I have been outed as a morning pooper. Pete poops in the morning was a common phrase.
Pete poops in the morning.
Pete poops in the morning.
If we made t-shirts, Pete poops in the morning.
Hashtag shit the bed.
Hashtag shit the bed. So my clock, it just evolved one day to like, you poop in the morning now, not after school. I think it was when I started college.
Right. And I think that has a lot to do with like us not like the last place you want to take a dump is at school.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, granted, emergency, you have to. But
or you just shit yourself.
Or you just shit yourself.
Refer to episode 37, probably.
We talk about shit a lot. But yeah, I think it was like I forced myself to poop before school, and then I would like hold it till I got home after school. I remember one time I used to walk home from school when I went to Travis Middle School. Go Terriers.
What's a terrier? Like the dog?
The dog. That was our mascot.
That's cool, bro.
Go Terriers.
Ain't no yellow jacket, bitch. Feel the sting.
Which, ironically, that the high school in Ed Couch Elsa is not a dog-related mascot.
That's true, yeah.
Which is really strange, but anyway.
Because we're just full of dogs.
Yeah. Refer to episode everything.
Oh, every time we bring up Ed Couch Elsa. Principals Award and dogs.
Right. I remember I was walking home from school, and anybody who knows the south side of McAllen, the school is right there on, is it Jackson or Houston? Anyway, not important. I got maybe a block away from the school walking towards the house, and I was like, this is happening. I got to take a dump.
Oh, no.
Right. So I could either double back and go back to school. And hope that I could get back into school, because we always had a problem with people. Once you're out, you're out. You can't get them. I don't know. It's
like
real weird.
The security guard or the teacher's like, oh, I don't know why you got to go back inside.
Right. Or there was a Globe supermarket right where I was standing. So I could try to go and take a dump at the supermarket.
Yeah.
I chose that one because I had less chance of embarrassment or running into anybody.
Oh, what's Pete doing? Oh, he's doing what everybody does. Ha! Ew, gross.
Right, because at that time, you're gross, so you take a dump.
Yeah.
So my plan was to go into the supermarket to avoid embarrassment. The plan failed because when I walked into the supermarket, there was like a little snack bar area there when there was a couple of coin-op video games. So it was an after-school hangout.
Damn.
So I walk in and I run into at least 9 of people that I knew.
Yeah.
9,
hey, it's Morning Poop Pete.
What are you doing here? You gonna play? You gonna get some fucking Cheetos? Like, no, I'm just gonna walk this way. So they started following me.
They're like, hey, what's going on?
Not all 9 of them. I mean, I'm not Bieber. Yeah. But like I walked in and
it's upwards of 10 people.
Right, and at least 2 of them followed me because they thought I was going to go look at toys or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a big supermarket. They had a bunch of different shit.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I went to the bathroom and they followed me in there and I was like, I had to come clean and I was like, I got to take a dump. The only problem is this is the south side of McAllen.
Yeah.
And for anybody who knows that it's not, it might as well be up north Mexico. Right. No doors on the stalls. And I desperately needed to take a dump. Like it was like, it was coming out. It was
your word turtle head.
Yes. So I had to, and I had to come clean. And I was like, look, you guys need to like fuck off for a second because I'm going to take a dump.
I mean, who fucking follows someone to the bathroom?
Weirdos in South McAllen.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's super strange.
Well, I mean, I never thought I was that popular.
You're super cool, Pete. I'm going to follow you to the bathroom next time.
So yeah, that happens.
That sucks, man. Mm-hmm. I have no idea how we got here.
Neither do I.
How do we get to the places we go?
In Farmer.
I like a boom boom down. I learned the lyrics because I was like, I need to know the lyrics. Mm-hmm. I like to know things that most people don't know.
Right.
That's how I know how to fix a Rubik's Cube. I know the lyrics to that song.
Right.
I could probably play Sail on the piano again.
That was pretty interesting that you did that one day. I was not expecting that. Anyway, what else is going on? It's almost Christmas. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Christmas is like next week.
2 weeks and then it's Christmas.
Something like that. Ridiculous.
I fucking love Christmas. But we're so unprepared.
Yeah. Yeah. Should we do a Christmas episode next week?
Yeah. I think we should.
You think so?
Well, maybe in 2 weeks.
Well, next week is the week of Christmas.
No, it's not. Today we're like the 14th.
This is Taco Tuesday when we release this.
Yeah, but then next... Fucking, you're right.
Yes, I am right. I tried to lead you there, but you're...
I had to get there on my own.
Pulling that curtain back and letting everybody know that we're recording this the weekend before.
Well, people just fucking don't need... Like, they're not going to be like, oh... But I don't know what I'm
Next week is the week of Christmas, Mark.
Are you serious?
Next week is the week of Christmas, Mark.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Acting.
So anyway, any plans? I mean, I feel like this whole Christmas season is coming and going because I've been so GD busy. Like seriously, busy with just adult things and work and everything else.
Usually the person who picks up the slack in my household is Alyssa, but she started working and
son of a bitch. So there's, I mean, do you have
Christmas is canceled because of my wife.
I haven't even seen.
No, yeah, of course. I don't mean to say, of course we have a tree, Pete, like some sort of pretentious Christmas asshole.
In your pretentious Christmas ugly sweater.
Gosh, we've had a tree since November.
Yep.
But no, we haven't.
Okay.
But like, because we're just so busy, and I just finished school, and she started up school. She's gonna be like a full-fledged teacher because she's fucking tearing it up at school.
Okay.
Like she's the tits. Like she's getting shout outs in the mass email they sent to all the people, all the teachers.
Really?
They're like, oh, and by the way, special shout out to Miss Alyssa Salas. She's not married there for some reason, but she's married in real life. That's all that matters.
Right.
To Miss Alyssa Salas for fucking turning in her grades on time. And
for doing her job.
That's what she tells me. She's like, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm like, that's how easy it is to succeed in the real world.
Right.
Just do your shit, and people are like, they're on it.
Right.
I mean, has that ever happened to you where you're just doing your job and people are like, great job?
Well, you know, I think that like the job market out there is so piss poor that employers are impressed with just the smallest thing.
Yeah.
So
just like even a bit more effort.
I would not ever call myself an overachiever by any stretch of the imagination.
Okay.
But I do take pride in my work most of the time. If there have been jobs I've done in the past, like towards the end of my run at in that position, I've like phoned it in or been like, you know what, I'm fucking out of here next month, so whatever. But for the most part, I do take pride in my work.
Absolutely.
So yeah, just simply doing your job does tend to impress people because they're so used to like shitty employees.
Yeah, just people like, I'm gonna do the most to not get fired.
Right.
Like I'm gonna just fucking cruise control, and like in my position, a lot of people just like will pass the buck because there's a lot of people in my department.
Right.
And that usually falls on me.
Okay.
And that has made me a more like impressive individual, because they're like, man, he's handling all the shit, and that's only because nobody else will take the reins.
Right. No,
So
I hear you.
yeah,
I hear you. I agree. Christmas. That's what we were saying.
yep.
You have a tree up.
Have a tree.
So I noticed the lights went up in the last couple days.
Correct.
Okay.
We don't usually put up lights, but we have so many for some reason, and we're like, I'll just put them around the house a bit. And I use like gaff tape, which is a terrible idea. And then I use thumbtacks, which is a marginally better idea.
Gaff tape, like as in what I think you mean?
Gaff tape, like striking tape.
Okay, that's expensive shit.
Well, I have a roll of it.
Okay, well,
I
for
couldn't
those
find
of you who
my
don't know,
duct-
gaff tape in the professional world is tape that you would put down that's easy to come off, but
Yeah.
it is pretty durable. I mean,
it's
it's not duct tape because duct tape stays stuck and it leaves a residue. That's what it is. It
Yeah.
leaves no residue,
it's like step below duct tape.
thus being pretty pricey.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so you're wasting that shit on the on the lights.
Well, I mean, just I don't know where I got it. I might have stolen it from school,
Okay.
but I have no other use for it.
On a related note, I lost some gaff tape. Oh. It might be mine.
It's
Anyway,
definitely probably yours.
not important.
I'm gonna get beat up after the podcast. Do you beat people up?
Like,
Have you not? Do you act like, hey nerd, and then just fucking
like
jump
go
somebody?
pick on people. I have been in some fights.
How'd you do? Because I've never been in a fight. Surprise!
Well, I have both gotten my ass kicked and I have kicked someone's ass. So I'm 1-1. I've been in 2 fights.
Oh,
Let's just
well,
put it that
that's
way. I've been
two
in 2
more
fights.
than I've been.
I've been in 2 actual fisticuffs. There's been some rumbles that have like started,
Yeah.
you know, like lunging at each other and been pulled apart.
Yeah.
I'm not a rowdy individual.
No,
But, you know,
it happens.
shit happens.
What happened? Like, how do you get in a fight? Because I've never been in a fight.
Okay. Actually, 3. Shit. I've been in 3.
And what's your record?
2-1?
I imagine it's 2-1.
Which is the loss? The second one, right?
I think it's the second one.
Okay, so 2-1.
Nice. Slap.
Yes.
That was the worst slap.
Yes, it was.
We'll fix it in
It
post.
was like in...
Hold on. We're going to put this clap in. That's
There you go.
that's the high five we're using.
I like it. It was... I was a kid. I was a kid for 2 of them because they both happened in junior high, and then one happened years later in a bar.
Okay.
It was like a little rumble or
yeah,
whatever.
in the Bronx, I get it.
Right. So, anyway, I got my ass kicked as a kid. I vowed to never get my ass kicked again.
Yeah.
So the next 2 fights, I'd like to say I walked away victorious.
You did push-ups and stuff.
Right.
Do you like punch in the face? Did you go pow, pow?
Well, the second time in junior high was on the football field because this guy was picking on me. So I grabbed him by the face mask, pulled him down,
Nice.
took off my own helmet, and then proceeded to beat him
Wow.
mercilessly with my helmet.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I still remember the guy.
I think if I was to get in a fight, I would like throw kicks. So
Like fake karate kicks?
I'd probably bring up the blades.
Right.
My hands.
Okay.
And do a couple of these. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't think I'd do very well in a fight.
Okay.
Although I think I might do okay.
Yeah, it's 90%. I like how we're both like standing off.
Thumbnail.
Like we look like a
fucking 1920s
boxers,
brawlers.
Right? That's so stupid. But yeah, man, this one went off the rails.
That's their thing, though.
Yeah, that's true. I don't even know how we got here. Well, Christmas is next week.
How did we get?
We're gonna try to do a Christmas episode.
Yes.
We're gonna try and knock one out because I know that there's a lot of people. Oh, I saw Chris, who we name drop a lot here, one of our super fans of the show.
Our only iTunes review.
Thank you, guys. I saw him at Patty's house the other day.
Okay, how's he doing?
He's doing good.
How's Patty doing?
She's doing great.
Hey, Patty, shout out to you.
Everyone's great.
She said hi to a coworker of mine and is like, oh, I know Mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I figure she listens.
Desperately wants to be on again.
Okay.
And he wants to play 1 True 3.
Okay.
Or Pinche Liars or whatever the fuck
whatever,
we called it.
Whatever we want. We can call it whatever we want, baby.
So I think
some hot cheese nicks. Inside joke.
And then Ruben is coming down for a while from San Antonio. I know he wants to be on, so that's what I'm thinking. Like, let's try and organize a bigger show.
You organize it.
We have 4 microphones.
Okay, I will show up.
Okay,
I will show the fuck up.
And then we can like maybe play a game or something, do something for Christmas, and hope to have that out by next week.
And we could call the episode Mas Chris because there is more of Chris.
Yes, that's true. So until that happens, let's put a pin in this one and say, Boop. Hit the music. I want to thank everyone for joining us. Thank you for coming back this week.
Are you going to advertise?
No, probably not. I mean, whatever. audibletrial.com/TSUP for no reason. Go sign up.
See what happens. I wonder if you get $1 million. You
could.
You cannot. Unless there's a book called $1 Million, you will not get $1 million.
Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of myself, I'm Pete Salas along with
Mark Rodriguez. You know me, daddies know me, I go blam. I like a bum bum down. You know me, daddies know me, I go. Oh shit, I fucked up. Cut it.
Fix it in post. Anyway, we'll see you guys. Special thanks to our sponsor, Chico's Bail Bonds. And on behalf of everyone here, have yourself a very, very happy Taco Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye-bye.